to ET Catalyze virtual series BFSI Special Part 2. For our first BFSI Special, we received a lot of appreciation and warm messages from our viewers. They enjoyed it so much that we thought, why not go for the Part 2? After all, series and trilogies are in vogue. So here we have today the BFSI Part 2 with Jahid Ahmed of HDFC Bank. Welcome, Jahid, to ET Catalyze virtual series.
Thank you, Deepak, and thanks for having me over here.
Jahid, HDFC Bank and you embarked on a very unique campaign during the COVID period with the whole song by A.R. Rahman called Hum Haar Nahi Manenge. That was a daring to attempt because marketeers were very, very concerned and I would say scared to even do anything in the realm of marketing. What was the thought behind it?
Millennials, Gen Z, they love to see the human side of the brand. With the advent of COVID-19, I think what has happened is, as a socially responsible corporate citizen, we want to do the best that we can do for our nation. In HDFC Bank, while we seek to drive growth, we also strive towards the progress of society and the people living in it. And being a part of responsible corporate, where ESG has always been a key pillar of a business strategy, social responsibility comes naturally to us. And so this is the time when people were fighting. We thought, let's step ahead. Something that we don't want is, we don't want to kind of get into the arms of negativity or panic. We want to say that we are the leaders in one of the leading organizational setup in the country, and we want to set it by up as an example. We want to walk the talk, right? So if you see, what happened was, it's all about capturing the right sentiment, building goodwill for the brand that goes a long way and eventually helps survival, because I'm sure we will come out of this sometime or the other, right? So the song was conceptualized as a clarion call to spread hope, positivity and motivation. The powerful emotional track that Mr. Rahman and Prasoon Joshi kind of combined together were to show that, we are in together and we will get through this together. The song obviously brings to fore to the many moments of kindness, hope, support, courage and care that are shining through in these challenging circumstances. We realized, when we do our marketing communications, there are a lot of different kind of pillars that we otherwise used to follow. When COVID-19 struck, we kind of huddled in along with our CMO, and we thought that this is the time we need to change our pillars of communication. It has to be more of reassurance, empathy, safety, convenience, right? And as a part of empathy, we were thinking that what should we do as a part to build up this, to let the country know that we are there with you guys, for you guys, and we will jointly come out of this together.
At times like these, any marketing message can be misunderstood and misconstrued. How do you ensure you have enough safeguard and the guardrails that you make sure that this doesn't backfire?
See, what we have done is we have followed, let's say, 5 key principles before forming anything. Right? Am I hearing? Listening is more evident now. It's imperative now. It's the basic ground rule before forming any kind of communication. Be it your ORM tools, listen as much as possible. Consumers are changing. Consumerism is changing. Am I listening to them properly? That's the first thing that we ought to do. Second, what are the implications of my product and service offering likely to be in this coming month? Am I giving some kind of reassurance to the customers through the marketing and the communication that am I doing? Is it being able to empathize with the customer? If customers are looking for some information, am I being able to provide that information? Am I just flogging something? Or being a marketeer, I am playing into the new needs of the customer or assuaging their anxieties? What is this communication doing? Finally, where are these guys spending more time in terms of media consumption? Am I in the right places? Who are the other brains who are vetting this communication before it goes out? Because since if we are working very closely to it, we might just miss some nuances. so that it doesn't hurt the sentiments of the consumers.
In short, if I were to ask you just two key lessons of making a video viral, what would be those two distilled key learnings?
If I have seen the video, what do you expect me to do after seeing the video? There has to be an action that the consumer should feel after watching the video to take. And obviously the ethos and pathos of the sentiment has to be really touching the consumers.
Right. Currently, the banking industry is, I'm sure, facing a lot of questions due to the moratorium extension. Every customer wants to know if there's a 3-month and now 6-month loan extension and moratorium. They are all reaching out to you through Twitter and various social media messages. This becomes an issue of an ORM, an online reputation management. I want to understand, how do you at HDFC Bank go about it?
So see, we have a very well established ORM mechanism set. In fact, we have a digital command center. We have one of the industry best stats in responding to a customer. Moratorium was announced over a weekend. We had to first, the entire senior management had to first understand what is this. We took the step that we will work out on a framework which allows people to either adapt moratorium or not adapt moratorium. So while these things were happening at the back end, the way we front-ended is listen to everyone, answer to each and every one of them. And at the back end, we have groups of ORM who are managing each of these comments. So that's the key element, that we ensure that we listen to people. We try to educate them, stating that, are you sure you want to take a moratorium? Here's a content piece that might help you. Please be informed about it. Okay. And yes, sir, we are addressing it and we'll come back to it. And we have ensured that whatever backlog has been there in terms of addressing, because the answer has to be human, right? Okay, we have kind of taken care of everything. So that's the way we are kind of capitalizing on ORM, and we're on top of it.
Tell me one social media KPI that keeps you awake at night.
Positive sentiments and engagement too, I'll tell you. So I think, yeah, with these new age channels, what has happened is it's very easy to come and kind of banter out over there, right? You have not got, and it's a service industry. We have to understand there are chances of things going wrong. So for all the creative communications that we do, okay, my thing is, how can we increase the positive sentiment? And it's very difficult to extract the positive out of someone. And if they really come out and comment that, I love the way people are coming, the HDFC Bank is communicating now. We believe that no brand is bigger than the society that we live in. So we have given the heart of our brand as a grid activity, and we have placed it as a social distancing. It was all over the news.
In the evolution of digital marketing, COVID has turned a new chapter. How does a digital marketeer run his operations from here on?
What I was going through a Kantar report, which says that 60% of people are more worried about the uncertainty that lies beyond than actually caring about their health. And the report that says it shows that a much wider population of the country and the world will be alive to sustain. And that's where I think our key role kind of encompasses. Some of the key things, like how can I do a digital process end to end? How can I leverage eKYC? How can I leverage Aadhaar based KYC, video KYC, merchants? Now, can I develop a digitally enhanced product which helps all the merchants to, like, let's say if the merchant has sent a delivery boy to deliver your product, how can I receive the payment delivery without any cash transfer? Separate things for MSME. How can I help the MSMEs? So I think this is what we have taken a learnings from, that how can we digitally enhance and enable our product so that it's end-to-end STP. People can do it sitting at their house. And what are the new age products that will help these frontline workers at the best?
So now we come to the fun part of ET Catalyze, the rapid fire round. Your experience of lockdown.
Passion turning into a habit.
One skill you've learned during the lockdown.
How to behave in front of a camera.
One campaign you really loved during the lockdown period.
I think I loved the Lifebuoy Challenge.
Any campaign that you loved from the sector that you operate in?
Without sounding arrogant, I think we are leading it by far.
Okay. Well, fair enough. One tagline that you would like to use as a campaign when lockdown and COVID is all done and settled with?
This is a racetrack. This is an auto racetrack. So for all the marketeers out over there, this the best time. When you do an auto race, the best time to beat competition is to when it's at the curve. So I think the best drivers apply the brakes just ahead of the curve. And that means for a marketeer is take out excess costs, turn hard towards the apex of the curve, and that means identify the list of projects that will be instrumental in keeping business going, and accelerate hard out of the curve. That means that spend and hire before markets rebound. Get yourself ready.
Thank you so much. It was fun having a chat and conversation with you on this. We hope to catch up soon, next time in the next few episodes of ET Catalyze. I'm sure our viewers enjoyed as well.
Thank you, Deepak. Thanks for having me. And I love to see I think this is a great initiative that you guys have taken. For all the marketeers, it really helps us to listen to our fellow marketeers and learn a thing or two that we can always go back and implement in our daily life. Thank you so much, Deepak, for this.
Whenever you watch these series, mail us or etcatalyze@timesinternet.in. You can watch all our past episodes and future episodes on etcatalyze.com.